guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a quick weave. I'm going for a curly quick weave bob. See how that goes. I already did my braids. Well, I had my old girl, shout out to Shell, do my braids for me. We just have like a little bit of leave out here, and then the rest of them are just braided downwards, and then a few cornrows going to the back. But the hair that we're going to use today is the Freetress Weave 5-piece. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying to get the lighting right. But it's the Bohemian Curl. It comes in a 12, 14, 16, and an 18, and it comes with a 12-inch closer. I thought the closure was going to look like the part on here, but it doesn't. It actually looks like one of those all-around circle closures. We're gonna see what I'm gonna do with this. All right, you guys, so jumping straight into the video, I'm going to spray my hair with some oil sheen. Well, spray my shower cap with some oil sheen. And then I'm going to put on my spandex cap that I got from the beauty supply store. And I'm just trying to secure it properly just so that, you know, it doesn't slip off. And then I'm going to grab the 12-inch hair and I'm going to measure it starting from the back just to see, you know, how long or short I need to make it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just glue the weft and then just go ahead and start laying those tracks in the back. Now, what I will say is that my mistake on this wig was that I definitely started the first couple tracks a little too high, and the reason I did that was because I wanted to leave some room around the perimeter so I could pull it down. But in the long run, I should have did it a little lower, because what's going to happen at the end of this video, I'm going to explain to you guys some of the mistakes that I made, and this just happens to be one of them. And also, something I forgot to mention was the reason I was spraying oil sheen on my shower cap, and the reason that is just to prevent the spandex cap from sticking to the shower cap too much to whereas I couldn't take the cap off. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the 14-inch hair and start laying those tracks as well, because the look that I'm going for, as I mentioned, is a bob. So I wanted to go ahead and start off with the shortest to the longest lengths first. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pull down the shower cap, just to, you know, make sure that no glue is getting on my actual hair. And also, I'm just going to show you a quick clip here on how I put the glue on the tracks, just in case you guys were wondering. And I'm just going to continue to lay the measured pieces to the front of my hair. Now I'm kind of just wrapping it around in a U-shaped form. All right, you guys, so what you guys didn't see me do in the beginning of the video that you're supposed to do is mark where you're going to cut the U part of the wig, and I went ahead and I did that with some concealer. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping my hair up until the points where I marked on the concealer that I wanted to stop. And then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the lace, but before I do that, I'm going to put the closure that I had in the middle section of my hair. So now what I'm doing is just cutting the spandex where I marked the concealer. I'm doing it on both sides, even though I'm only showing you guys one side. It's hard to record. But now I'm just grabbing the scissors and I'm beginning to shape the hair. Oh my God, this was hard. I kid you not. And the reason it was hard is because with straight hair, you can kind of see if I cut it like this, then it's gonna fall like this. With curly hair, you have to stretch it out. And if you don't, you know, stretch it out far enough, sometimes you might cut off too much. You might not cut off enough. And that's what I was dealing with. But also with curly hair, you have way more room to make mistakes, that I will say, because, you know, if you don't cut it blunt enough, no one's gonna notice. But I was just trying to, you know, get the wig to fit my face properly. So you guys can see me here just playing with the curls, pulling some of the curls apart, moving the wig frontwards, sidewards. I mean, hey, I don't even know what to tell you guys. All I can say, a word of advice is, if this is your first wig like it's mine, do not give up just because things start looking a little crazy. Like, just keep on cutting, keep on shaping, just keep trying. I promise you, you will get it the way that you want it. So now I'm just going to cut the back. As I mentioned, you guys, I am going for a bob. So I did want the back to be really short. And that's why I did start off with the 12-inch hair, just to make it a little bit easier for me, because I mean, Jesus. Sorry about that clip, you guys. I literally snatched my earring out. But what I was saying was, I thought if I put the 18-inch in the back, it was gonna take too much cutting. But then the 12-inch in the front, it just wasn't gonna balance out. It just wasn't gonna look how I wanted it to look. So that's why I decided to put the 12-inch in the back first. But as you guys can see, I showed you guys how the back was looking. I still have so much more cutting to do, but at the end of this, you guys are gonna see how beautifully like this look came together. All right, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I started to get a little frustrated around this point, but here I am. Like I said, word of advice, just keep on cutting until it starts looking how you want it to. But thank God for my friend Shell. She was definitely helping me out. Of course, telling me that, hey, you might want to cut that curl right here, that one straggly curl that's hanging. But what you guys are gonna see in the upcoming clips is that I just grabbed the wig and pulled it back and just wore it as a middle part. And I grabbed some Eco Styler gel and I went ahead and just started shaping the front, you know, the baby hairs, just to make the wig just look a little bit better. I was just trying to get a feel for how it was gonna look on me. But then I also continued to cut it as well, just to, you know, just to kind of frame my face better, and also just to make the hair look as bobby as possible. Shit, like, I'm so, yo, I am so, which one are you talking about now? Back here?
Bill and Bill.
I think they're fine. All right, so you guys already know I had to do a bomb makeup look to go with this hair as well. Let me stop playing. I was really going out for a party that night and I just wanted to be extra cute. But I just went ahead and, as you guys know, I sprayed my face with the Mario Badescu spray, and I grabbed the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Deep Bronze, and I just started, you know, blending that out. Of course, my brows were already done. I use the same products as usual, the e.l.f. Dip Brow in the shade Ebony, and I use the Kiss Brow Mascara to, you know, brush those out, and then I use the Beautiful Bronze LA Girl Pro Concealer to conceal them. So now I'm just grabbing my Black Opal translucent setting powder in the shade Medium and just, you know, lightly setting my face. I did want my skin to look as natural as possible, even though my eyes are gonna look bold. Don't mind me, I'm extra, I know. But I'm just setting some of those places that I know I had any type of liquid on my face. And then after that, I'm going to grab my Black Radiance Contour Kit in the shade Medium to Deep. And I'm going to carve out some of the contours of my face. I'm just gonna lightly contour, nothing too major. So Alright, you guys, I'm just going to grab the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee and use that to prep and prime my eyelids. I'm not going to set it with any translucent powder. I'm just going to go ahead and reach straight into the Juvia's Place Zulu palette and grab the yellow shade and use that as a nice little transition color just to start off with. I really love the way that yellow looks on my skin tone, but also I love the yellow from this actual palette as well. It's really, I don't know, it can be as bold or as subtle as you want, just depending on how much of it you're using and also the type of primer that you're using as well. The lighter the primer, I feel like the brighter the color comes out. But I'm gonna go ahead and reach for the Smashbox Covershot palette and the bold palette, I'm sorry, and I'm going to grab the red shade in that, and I'm going to use that to, I'm going to place that right under the yellow shade, and I'm just going to keep blowing that out until I feel like it is as intense as possible. I mean, I wanted this red to really pop. I wanted it to look like fire is up under my eyes. All right, I'm over exaggerating a little, but yeah, I just wanted it to be bold. But also, you guys, I'm sorry if I am butchering the names of these products. They're really not in front of me, so I'm trying my best to really name them out, but I definitely will put everything in the description box so you guys can have a clear-cut understanding of what type of products, the names, and the colors that I'm using from them as well. But moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Zulu palette again, and I'm going to reach for the yellow shade, and I'm going to put that right back on top of the red just because I felt like it got dimmed out a little bit once I added all this intense red hot fire up under my eyes. But it ended up kind of giving it like a orangey kind of, you know, red orange color. That's what it kind of ended up looking like. But I'm just gonna grab the pink shimmer shade out of the Zulu palette, and I'm going to grab a flat brush, and I'm going to use that to kind of carve out a cut crease with it. And I did wet the brush with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I definitely use that just because I like the wet look. I feel like when the product is wet, for some odd reason makes it pop a little bit more. But with these colors from the Juvia's Place palette, they don't take a lot to pop. I mean, the shimmers, dry, they're popping, wet, they're popping. I mean, I just don't understand, but I'm just gonna continue just to pat that into the crease that I carved out and just continue to blend that out and make it look as flawless and, you know, as seamless as possible. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and grabbed the red shade from the Smashbox palette, and I went ahead and I used that to just blend the tops of where I cut my crease, and also to blend out the outer corners just so that you couldn't tell where the shimmer started and where it ended. I just wanted everything to blend seamlessly. Yeah, that's the word. And I'm just gonna keep on blowing that out and just, you know, use my favorite word today, flawless. But then I'm going to grab the liquid highlighter from Wet n Wild in the shade Gilded Glow, and after spraying my brush with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, I'm going to blend that out just to, you know, make myself glow a little bit. And then after that, I'm going to go right back into my contour kit and grab the highlighter shade in that and put that on my brow bone and in my tear ducts. Then I'm going to grab my edge booster and I'm going to pre-lay these edges before I put on this wig. But also about the wig, I did have my friend Shell, shout out, Two elastic bands on there, one in the front and then one around the perimeter, just to secure my hair a little bit more. I didn't have any clips at the time, or where the ones that we did have were just too small and they were not going to hold my hair. So we did come up with an alternative, and it has been working just fine. So now you guys see me going ahead and putting on the wig and trying to make it adhere to my face. And what I mean is that I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to wear it as a forehead bang or if I'm going to wear it as a middle part for tonight's escapades. But as you guys can see, the wig ended up turning out really cute, even as a forehead bang. I keep telling you guys, you gotta work until you make it. But I did end up pulling the wig back and decided to wear it as a middle part. So what you guys are going to see me do here is I'm going to take out the bantu knot that I had pre-prepped the night before, and I'm just going to untwist them and slowly untwist them because I don't want them to frizz out. And I'm going to pull them apart and make it blend with my hair a little bit more. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. I decided to wear it in a little middle part just because I wasn't really feeling the forehead bang for this look. I thought I put so much effort into my makeup, why not show my face? But I went ahead and applied the Milani Red My Lips Lip Shine. I put that on my lips. I think it's really cute, but I went ahead and put that on my lips, and that was really about it for the makeup look. And also one other thing, I did not well, I'm not going to put the lashes that I'm wearing in the description box just because I don't remember what type of lashes they were. All I know is I got them from Walmart. They were by Kiss, and they were really natural looking, and I just stacked them just to make them look, you know, a little bit fuller, because I didn't think like a really subtle lash was gonna really go with this look. I thought a bolder lash might look better with it. But that's really about it for the makeup. But for the hair itself, you guys, this hair is really freaking soft. And it hasn't frizzed. You know how some hair you pull the curls apart and immediately it starts frizzing? I mean, this hair is really holding up. Like, I don't know. Like, it's holding up like it's mine. Like, I really like how this looks. The blended look, oh my God, it looks amazing. But also, I just want to let you guys know how I prepared my natural hair for the hair itself. So what I did was, I used some of the Talia Wajah curly cream. I'm gonna leave it in the description box because I don't fully remember the name, but I used some of that to moisturize my hair, and then I used some homemade oil that I made for myself, and I put that in to lock in the moisture, and then I just twisted two strand twisted them into bantu knots, and then that was it. So as you can see, when I pull them apart, they match with the hair perfectly. This is a Bohemian curl, and I really was concerned about how this was gonna come out, and I'm really lazy when it comes to certain stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bantu knot it and see how it comes out. But the bantu knots matched it perfectly. Like, if I really get in close, you guys can really see how it looks. Like, you would not know that this is not my hair. Like, can I get a round of applause? Like, but I did make this wig versatile in the sense that I could wear it to the side. It is like a little U part. I could wear it to the side, I could wear it to the middle, but also I put the closure in it, so if I pull the wig down a little bit more, it will be a forehead bang. Like, I was really blown away because this is my first time actually making a wig. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is my first time making a wig, and I did a pretty darn good job. I definitely learned along the way as well, but I think I did a pretty good job. Some of the mistakes that I made, if you guys do plan on doing a hairstyle like this, I do not suggest cutting the back too low. I think that was my mistake. I cut the back a little too low, and that's just because that was the look that I was going for, but I should have cut it a little bit, I should have cut it a little bit longer, because what's happening is, depending on how low I put my head down, especially if I pull it forward and wear with the forehead bang, you can kind of see the cap a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, just to clean that up, this is the luxury of doing a quick weave, I'm just gonna put like a couple tracks in the back just to make up for the cap space that's showing for whenever I decide to actually pull it down and wear it as a forehead bang. Boom. So that, you know, that can easily be fixed, but like I said, those were just some of the mistakes that I learned while doing this hairstyle. But that's really about it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Please do like, subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend. Stay tuned for next time's video. Bye, you guys.